News at 6 o'clock starts right now.
And now at 6, traffic is building throughout the city during the first evening commute of the viaduct closure. And you thought Mercer couldn't get messier. Well, my friends, you underestimated it. Chopper 7 is over the messiest Mercer I can remember. Chopper 7 is our eye in the sky, closely monitoring the most congested areas of Seattle. Good evening, everybody. I am Monique Minglavin, and we are live tonight overlooking the viaduct during the first night of what could be a very long shutdown for commuters. Some 90,000 drivers use the viaduct every day. Not today. Now they are shifting their schedules and altering their routes to find a way to work and a way home. Cairo 7's Allison Grandi is live right now in downtown Seattle. Allison, at 5 o'clock, we saw you on 2nd Avenue. That was a complete mess. Now you're on 4th Avenue. How's that compare?
Monique, we're at 4th and University. This is one route that folks who normally take the viaduct are using instead to travel northbound on 4th, and you can see they're not alone. This is also where many buses are running along 4th Avenue that would normally be on the viaduct. It opens up a bit here, but as you head down towards Westlake, it slows down.
It's really awful. We just came about 3 blocks in 15 minutes.
It's only day one, and drivers are already discouraged.
Everyone's trying to get to the freeway, and we don't even want to go to the freeway, but you can't get around.
It's tough getting through the city.
Desperation has people determined to find the best way to beat traffic, which includes trying new routes.
But ironically, if you get off and you stay on a road toward 99, it's better than the 5 right now.
The driver of this garbage truck took a wrong turn and got stuck under the viaduct.
It started emitting natural gas everywhere.
Amy Taylor works in a biotech lab and was evacuated. The garbage truck is fueled by natural gas. When it hit the ramp, it caused a gas leak.
This time, we saw chunks of the viaduct just fly everywhere, big pieces. So this looked like the worst one we've ever seen.
But Waste Management got the truck out, and police reopened roads just north of Pike Place Market. Today's commute started early.
It was so early for that much traffic.
And will last even later. WashDOT says today's commute was more like a Monday.
I heard a lot of people talking that a lot of people are taking the day off.
Now, some people we talked to told us almost half of their coworkers took the day off or worked from home, something they likely won't be able to do for the entire 2-week closure. And tonight's commute is far from over. Live in Seattle, Allison Grandi, Cairo 7 News.
It is a good time for a vacation, Allison. Now, a lot of West Seattle commuters are saying forget the car. They're going to avoid the traffic, take the water taxi instead. But that's causing much more traffic than usual on those vessels. And Cairo 7's Natasha Chen hopped on one of them as well. Natasha, you've been riding the water taxi. People definitely taking advantage of that.
Yeah, we're headed toward West Seattle right now. There are hundreds of new faces who rode the water taxi today. You see some of them there, and making use of the room for bikes here. Let's take you inside. Now, even though there were hundreds of additional riders today, there's still actually room on each water taxi. You see there are seats available, and even on the most popular ones, there are about 100 seats left. Let's show you video we took earlier when we were crossing the other way. You can see that it's only a 10-minute ride, actually, so it's kind of a fun jostle here, and it's about a $5 ride. So people are taking advantage for sure. This morning we saw 900 plus people take advantage of this when usually there are only 300 commuters. And so we talked to someone who was a regular commuter who told us what it's usually like when the viaduct is open.
So usually it's just me back here, and inside everybody's got their own row. Nobody's jamming up next to each other.
Yeah, and so you can see back out here, people are getting ready to disembark here in West Seattle, and then we'll get a new group of people coming back the other way. So each of these can take 278 people and can fit 26 bike racks. These are the newer vessels that are larger. That's why they're able to take this capacity. If they had the old fleet here, we might have a problem, but so far, so good. Live in Seattle, Natasha Chen, Cairo 7 News.
Natasha, that may be the only beautiful commute out there this evening. Thanks so much. Now, Alexis Smith is in the Pinpoint Traffic Center with a look at real-time conditions. Alexis, it's a good thing you look good in red because you're surrounded by it.
Yeah, I didn't even mean to add to the red here on the traffic presentation this evening. Sorry about that. But yeah, it definitely goes with the theme of the day. I want to show you the big picture here quickly. We've got some really heavy delays if you are traveling inbound from Everett up towards Marysville. And then also the South Sound is a mess here. Southbound I-5 near the Mounts Road truck scales. We've got a pretty big crash blocking 2 lanes. So even outside of the 99 closure, it has been a rough commute. But zooming into King County, southbound 405 really jammed through Bellevue. Both of the bridges heading westbound pretty heavy. And then taking you in even tighter into the downtown Seattle core. Still seeing a lot of red on those surface streets. So basically everything heading southbound that's south of Denny, really seeing a lot of that congestion. I-5 starting to thin out, I should say, just a little bit. At our worst point, Everett to Seattle was at 70 minutes today. Now it's down to 50. And I quickly want to show you this too. Check out northbound 99 on the First Avenue South Bridge. I mean, no one is taking 99 up to where it forces you off there around the West Seattle Bridge. This is definitely the way to go if you're heading to the game. Those surface streets not terrible inbound at the moment either if you are traveling through Sodo. Monique, so I think that's the insider tip of the evening here. That one is definitely empty.
Sounds pretty good, Alexis. And there's a lot of blue out there as well. That's because Mariners fans are fighting traffic to get to Safeco. Cale Raymaker's there talking with them about the battle to get to the ballpark. We'll check in with him in about 10 minutes. And stay with the team that stays on this big story. You can download the Cairo 7 app on any smartphone device.